Hey guys, so today we're looking at the respiratory system. Again, this is a guided sketch note. So, the respiratory system pulls oxygen into the body and removes carbon dioxide and water from the body. So, the respiratory system is basically how your body is able to take in air from your surroundings and use it for energy purposes and for survival. When oxygen and glucose mix in the bloodstream, they undergo a chemical reaction which gives us energy. This process is called respiration. So, breathing is simply the actual taking in of the oxygen, whereas respiration is the actual chemical process that the air goes through when it's transported into your body. Um, the path of air. When we breathe, air enters through the nose or mouth, then travels through the pharynx, trachea, and bronchi. Finally, it ends up in the lungs. It takes only a few seconds to complete the journey. Cilia. The nasal cavity has cilia in them. Cilia are the tiny hair-like extensions that sweep mucus into the throat where you swallow it. Stomach acid destroys the mucus along with everything trapped in it, like bacteria and dust. The pharynx. The pharynx is another word for your throat. It's connected to both the mouth and the nose. The trachea is your windpipe. The trachea is a tube with a series of ridges. The ridges are made of cartilage that strengthen the trachea and keep it open. Bronchi and lungs. The bronchi are the passages that direct air into the lungs. The lungs are the main organs of the respiratory system. Inside the lungs, the bronchi divide into smaller and smaller tubes like the branches of a tree. And again, the pink here, those are the lungs, and the bronchi are these branch-like things. Alveoli. At the end of the bronchi are alveoli. Alveoli are tiny sacs of lung tissue specialized for the movement of gases between air and blood. They look like really small bunches of grapes. And those are the alveoli, and they actually have capillaries on the outside of them. So we've already talked about the circulatory system, and we talked about capillaries there being the very, very tiny things that branch off of arteries. So those are the capillaries there. Gas exchange. Oxygen passes through the alveoli into the blood. Carbon dioxide and water pass from the blood into the alveoli. Again, through that process of diffusion that we talked about with the cardiovascular or circulatory system. Muscles for breathing. At the base of the lung system is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a large dome-shaped muscle that pushes air out of the lungs. Speaking. The air that moves out of your lungs allows you to speak. The larynx is your voice box. The larynx is at the top of the trachea underneath the epiglottis. Vocal cords. Stretched across the opening of the larynx is connective tissue called vocal cords. They're pulled tight like the strings of a guitar. They vibrate when air moves through them to make sounds. In an average day, you may breathe more than 20,000 times. When we exercise, we need more oxygen, so we breathe faster. And we're going to talk about how that relates to the other systems that we've looked at. All right, guys. Thanks.